охоту на мене відкрили. Ось іще один збив, він упав, не зірвався.
So these guys living here in Kherson region, this is the occupied territories. Like Russian used to control these territories for the whole year, but Ukrainian forces liberate this territory. And the guy, he come back to his land and he's trying to grow grain. But Russians don't like it. So the guy bought a shotgun and he's trying to fight back and grow grains. So imagine, this territory is fresh deoccupied from Russian forces. No one cares about this territory because we have a war. And the guy, he's caring about this territory because he's a local and his goal is to demine this territory and prepare it to grow in grain. So because of 30 years of experience of farming and because he was well-known person, he organized other farmers, about 11 people plus him, it's about 12. And they had the territory about 1,000 hectares. And all of this territory was with Russian vehicles, like bombed, like destroyed completely Russian vehicles, with artillery shells and with mines. So and they started Googling how to demine this territory. Then they took the courses in the Kharkiv region and they learned how to demine these territories as well there. So they came back to their land and started to demine in the next way. Each day they checked about 30 kilometers of a field. And we have a video where you can see the guy found about 400 mines only on this field. And it was lucky because yesterday on another field, they found about 500 mines. And like there was so many mines that they couldn't transfer these mines with the small cars. And they started asking like militaries to transfer these mines. And only then the government, paid attention to these people that they are doing something, they need help. That's how they demined all these territories. Then Russians, they started to destroy their village vehicles like combine tractors. And they even destroyed the house of Alexander in village Urozhaynaya. Like they completely burned it down. So the next move of Alexander was to move fields deeper into the territories. He thought that the far he will be from the front line, the safer he would be. And he even started living like right there in the fields. He put the constructors, trailer, solar panels, and he started living there. But then that morning he was waken up by a Russian drone, so he shot it down with his shotgun. Everything was changed because of drones. This was a new stage of the war, like farmers against the Russian forces. Russians, they had so many drones that they started using the Molnia, the Thunder. This is a little low-range drone. The FPV drones. They even used the fabric optic drones against farmers. Alexander, he sold the car of his wife and he bought himself a few these drone jammers and drone detectors. Like drone detector of Chuika, you can intercept the signal from enemy drone to your detector and like see yourself in the camera of enemy drone. Or for example, the another detector that beeping all the time when the drone like near you. And the jammers, they just stop the signal that the drone couldn't fly. The shotgun Alexander used against the intelligence drone or against the drone with a fiber optic. And according to different sources, Alexander destroyed about like 100 of drones, and he described his experience like this. Here is what a regular workday looked like. While the tractor was working in the field, Alexander drove behind it in his car with a frequency scanner and a connected jammer that blocked the drones. As you understand, like they faced these drones every day. All the like they started with facing the drones while they are working on their tractors. They facing the drones also, and like they didn't give up. They fighting to the end. Even when some worker were injured in the tractor, Alexander didn't give up. He continued working on a field in order to grow grain. And one day he failed. Like he was killed on 5th of September in the morning on the field near his tractor while he was working. He was a real Ukrainian hero, and here is his last words.